Titanic tragedy. Titanic story. Titanic was a British passenger liner that tragically sank on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England to New York City in the early hours of April 15, 1912. It was one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history, resulting in the loss of over 1,500 lives. The ship was built by the White Star Line and was heralded as the largest and most luxurious vessel of its time. It boasted state-of-the-art facilities and opulent accommodations, attracting both the wealthy and those seeking a new life in America. The Titanic set sail on April 10, 1912, carrying approximately 2,224 passengers and crew members. Among the passengers were some of the wealthiest individuals of the era, including American businessman John Jacob Astor, Macy's department store owner Isidore Straus, and British journalist and socialite William Thomas Stead. 4 days into the voyage, on the night of April 14, the Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean. The ship's crew had received several iceberg warnings throughout the day but believed the Titanic to be unsinkable, resulting in a lack of urgency in taking precautions. The iceberg tore a series of holes along the ship's starboard side, causing it to flood rapidly. As the situation grew dire, the crew attempted to evacuate the passengers using lifeboats. However, due to inadequate safety measures, the Titanic carried only enough lifeboats for a fraction of the people on board. This shortage, combined with a lack of clear evacuation procedures and confusion among the crew and passengers, led to a chaotic and tragic situation. As the ship started to list and eventually sink, hundreds of people were left stranded on board or struggling in the frigid waters. The crew prioritized women and children, but even so, many lifeboats were launched only partially filled. The lack of proper communication and organization, as well as the absence of mandatory lifeboat drills, contributed to the high loss of life. In the early morning hours of April 15, the Titanic broke apart and sank, leaving the remaining survivors in the water. The RMS Carpathia, a nearby passenger ship that had received the Titanic's distress signals, arrived approximately 2 hours later and rescued the survivors. The tragedy left a lasting impact on maritime safety regulations and led to the establishment of the International Ice Patrol and the requirement for ships to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers. The sinking of the Titanic has captured the public's imagination for decades and has been the subject of numerous books, films, and documentaries. It serves as a reminder of the fragility of human endeavors and the consequences of overconfidence in the face of nature's power.